My wife and I have an online coach. I think online's where it's going.
That's a sort of, those are universal principles that anybody can follow.
Coaching day with the amazing Ashley Sorrell from. All right, what's going on, guys? We're back again with another Dynamic Fit Pro, Krista Moreland from Arizona. Krista, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
We're hanging in there, one day at a time.
I'm letting Chris take the lead on this, so he could do the rest.
Perfect.
He thinks he's a tough guy because he's a minute older, you know? So Krista, I'm just curious, like, you know, what made you invest in the Dynamic Inner Circle program? Like, what were some of those frustrations, pains, or like walls you were hitting before?
Yeah, so when I first started my business, I didn't invest a whole lot in other coaches for myself, right? And as I've grown and I'm learning who I am in my own business and as an entrepreneur, it's become so crystal clear to me that coaches need coaches. And what I know from being a young athlete and playing 2 sports in college is that every single coach that I have had in my past as a young athlete has brought something different to the table for me. So about 2 years ago, I started hiring coaches depending on where my needs were. And the beautiful thing is that every coach has brought something different to the table. And one of the reasons I reached out to you guys is that I just really needed a coach who was going to come alongside me and see me and understand where I am and not just focus on the business part, but also help me build that confidence in all the other things that I had going on. So it was a lot about the strategy and the process, but also helping me build that confidence too in the strategy and the process.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. And then even too, like once you made that decision or even before you made the decision, there's always some sort of hesitation. I mean, let's be real here. So what were like some of the hesitations that you had before pulling the trigger and investing in our program?
Yeah. So, and you guys know, I battled with this decision big time, right? I've hired 3 or 4 coaches in the last 2 years, and I've had some really great experiences. And I've had some experiences where I feel like I totally got played. And it messed with my confidence in trusting people that say they're going to do something and then the follow through, right? Because, social media and what we can put out there, we can make it really glitzy and pretty and look the part. And sometimes you don't get, there's not the stature behind it to support it. And so when I came to you guys, that was my battle was, hey, I just spent quite a bit of money on some coaches that did not follow through, did not come through with what they said. And I'm nervous and scared to invest again and to come out empty-handed on the other side. And after my conversation with you guys and talking through what it is that I needed, I felt really good about saying yes, investing that money in working with you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I appreciate that honesty because I mean that's everyone's like huge kind of like hesitation is like getting burned by a coach and just kind of like a lot of great kind of like promises but under delivering.
Yeah. And you know me, like I'm all about, turning those losses into learning, right? And it was really such a big eye opener for me that this is where my clients are coming from too, right? Like my clients have tried the health and weight loss game for years and years and years. They've tried a lot of different programs and they've been burned. And so this is kind of how they feel when they come to me and they're asking and inquiring. So it was a great reminder, like, make sure that you have that compassion and make sure that you answer their questions thoughtfully and that you're supporting them through that struggle of making a decision because you're in this position just in a different way. And so although I don't love that it happened, I can have gratitude for it because it definitely was a reminder that this is where a lot of people are coming in different areas of their lives.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Krista. So let's talk about results because people want to know about results. So what were some of the major results you got like within the Inner Circle program?
I know. My bad. I know you're probably like, dude, why did you do that? Just really quick, and we'll be back to that video.
I just want you to join our free Facebook group community for health and fitness coaches looking to get more online clients. So just click the link below in the description box, join it absolutely free. We got some cool stuff in there, a lot of videos, we do live trainings every couple of months on there. And we got some cool freebies on there. So just make sure to click the link below, join our free Facebook group for health and fitness coaches that want to level up and get more online clients to create more income, impact, influence, independence. Back to the video.
So we did a really big 14-day challenge, and I will be honest, it had been years since I had done a challenge, and I'm not a super huge fan of challenges because I feel like people don't show up. I'm like, I do all this work and nobody shows up. And, but I'll be totally transparent. I have ran challenges without a true process. Like there really wasn't a process that I was following or trying to, follow. And so with your guys' help and having a process that was tried and true, and then when I got stuck, having somebody to reach out and say, hey, do I send this message? Do I not? Like, do I do it now? Do I do it later? And having that feedback was really, really important. And so I ran a 14-day challenge. I had 52 people in the challenge, which blew my mind. And then I had 4 signups for my coaching program post 14-day challenge, which in right now's time, it's huge. It was a really big deal and a huge confidence booster to me. Like people still need you. People are wanting to do better with their health and their nutrition, and don't shift gears. Like keep going, keep muddling through it,
Yeah,
absolutely.
one thing too, really quick, I wanted to highlight is considering the times, like you said, because this was ran during this pandemic that threw a curveball at us, and we didn't even know it was coming, but you still stuck with it. You got 50 plus people in there. You built an amazing community full of warm people that love you, know you, like, and trust you. You signed up for people, and we said this: you had a field day and just signed up way more if it wasn't for the circumstances.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it would have been insanity, right? But also to add to that, I feel like it came at a time when people needed to feel supported, when people needed to focus their attention on something other than the news or homeschooling their children at home. And so I feel like it was a great time to run it because the connections that I made with these 52 people, they may not be ready for coaching right now, but seeds have been planted. Yeah. And if anything, in my free Facebook group, which we talked about as well, there is this synergy and this energy in there of sharing and participating and showing up for each other because we had those 14 days of intimate interaction and getting to know each other.
Yeah, definitely. No, well said. And then what would you say like the best part, or was it like your favorite part about being part of like the inner circle and just the coaching process?
Yeah, I think the best part is just your guys' support. Honestly, I know that. Yeah, absolutely. I know that one of the worst parts when you're learning something new is feeling like you don't have somebody who knows better to reach out to and to just sometimes even just cool your brain down a little bit, right? Like it doesn't always have to be these crazy strategies. Sometimes you just need somebody to say like, I totally get it. Take a deep breath and redirect your energy. And that was huge with you guys. And I loved how accessible you were and how everything was very calm and collected and directed. Even when I came at you a little crazy sometimes with my panic, you guys are like, bring it down a notch. And I love that because as a creator, that's something that I need, right? I can get really stuck in the clouds with it. Sure. And sometimes you just need somebody to bring you down to earth a little.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, Krista. So let's say that under these circumstances, 6 feet away, because that's what we have to do, like with face masks and stuff like that. But it was a fellow fitness professional. What would you say about the Inner Circle program to them? Would you recommend it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, you guys know if you're battling with, do I hire a coach? Do I not hire a coach? If I've learned anything, in this program and in the coaches that I've previously hired is if you don't know how to do something, you don't know how to do something. You have to figure out what you're not good at unless you're willing to pay the price of making a lot of mistakes that cost you time, mistakes that cost you money, unless you're willing to do that. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't have the time or the resources to waste. And so absolutely, like, if you know that you fall short in this area or you don't know how to do something, hiring someone like Chris and Eric is it's going to get you there faster without making all the costly mistakes in time and resources.
Appreciate it. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Krista.
Absolutely.
All right, Krista.
Well, you're pretty much off the hot seat right now. Where can people follow you on Instagram?
Oh my gosh, I would love for you guys to come hang out on Instagram with me. It's K More Macro, so that's KMOREMACRO, and I would love for y'all to come hang out with me there.
Awesome. All right, guys, better go follow Krista. Krista, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Have an awesome day, you guys.